Welcome back to Las Vegas, ready now for the coup de grace of the 1999 U.S. National Wrestling Championships. Men's freestyle heavyweight, Tom Erikson, the 97 national champ, 9 times a runner-up, taking on Stephen Neal, 2-time NCAA champ, just coming off a victory at those championships at Penn State. Could be the new man, Neal, dethroning the old man. We'll see. Tom Erikson, but here to talk about it with us is Bruce Baumgartner. He was the man that Tom Erikson tried to go through many a time in these national championships. Baumgartner, 4 Olympic medals, including 2 golds. And are we going to be safe sitting next to you this close, Bruce, watching Erikson go?
Oh yeah, it's passed me by now. Tom and I had battled out many years, and I see Tom and Stephen will be battling it out right now.
This year, the heavyweight class, probably there was more anticipation to watch this tournament than in any year that I can ever remember. With all due respect, Bruce, you were so dominant, you made it a little bit boring. This year, we had 4 unbelievably great athletes at this weight, and these 2 ended up in the finals.
Yeah, this is the deepest year ever. We had 5 great athletes, and these 2 guys definitely wrestled well to get here.
Well, this may be one of the 2 most anticipated matches of the year in wrestling. Number 1, perhaps could have been Stephen Neal and Brock Lesnar from the University of Minnesota at the NCAA championships, which Neal won, and I think rather handily. And now Stephen Neal graduated, or about to graduate, from Cal State Bakersfield, and now taking on the world, he hopes.
His coaches, Chris Horpel and T.J. Kerr from Cal State Bakersfield, and Chris Horpel from Stanford. They're coaching the Dave Schultz Wrestling Club. Steve Neal is wrestling.
Tom Erikson defeated in the semifinals Tolly Thompson, who won this title last year. And it was Stephen Neal taking down Kerry McCoy 6-3 in the semifinals. So both earning their way to the finals on a very tough road.
Tom Erikson's coaches, Joe Corso from Sunkissed Kids.
Tom is definitely much better on top in the past than Stephen Neal, but
did he get the points, or is Neal going to be turned?
Big throw. Looked like he was going to get 3, and he only got 1.
The 1 for Erikson opens up the scoring.
That was a counter shot off of Stephen Neal's shot. Tom did a very nice job of countering him.
Boy, you feel Erikson just turn him with ease, and now 2 points for Neal. 3-2, Erikson leads. A flurry of activity here with under a minute to go in the first period.
Tom got a great turn, but he gave it right back.
Tom did seem to be in control on that activity.
And Neal has very hard to wrestle on both top and bottom. He's got a lot of length, which gives him some leverage. He's definitely a little taller than Tom.
Tom, is he hurt or tired?
Tom pulled a rib in his semifinal match.
So Tom Erikson continued to be hampered by that rib injury. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to Las Vegas in just a moment. Welcome back to Las Vegas. Action now continuing at heavyweights in the second period. Stephen Neal beginning to dominate Tom Erikson. He now has a lead of 8-3.
Tom's a competitor. In all the years we've competed, I don't think he's ever given up and not wrestled. He's always finished the matches and gone hard as he possibly could.
Well, you have to give head referee Rick Tucci credit for certainly not wanting his wrestlers injured, but then at the end he left it up to Tom Erikson on whether or not he wanted to go.
Paul, let's go. And he has to, and he knows that he's been around so long. He knows all the competitors so well. And Rick's concern is first and foremost, for the safety of the athletes. Tom's really hurt.
You can just tell when he moves his body. He's stiff. He's not moving as fluid as he usually does. And Neal's doing a great job of just staying in there battling.
And Neal, I think, could probably shoot harder than he is, could probably be more active than he is. He's not taking the shots that are going to hurt Tom Erikson, but another point right at the end for Stephen Neal. On the heels of his NCAA championship, Stephen Neal is now the heavyweight freestyle champion in the United States with a 9-3 win over Tom Erikson. Not the Tom Erikson that we wanted to see, but he did gut it out, and Stephen Neal is your national title holder now. an impressive performance, and Bruce Baumgartner receiving the torch pass once again.
Well, this is the third different champion in 3 years. Tom won it, Tully Thompson won it, now Stephen Neal, and I think we've got a lot of great competitors out there. I don't know if we're changing the torch yet, but it looks like we got a great one in Stephen Neal.
Oh, it sure is exciting to see the heavyweight division so competitive, and you see a typical point being scored by Stephen Neal on Tom Erikson late in the match. And it is Stephen Neal, a 9-3 win. Bruce Baumgartner, thanks for joining us. Stephen Neal, our newest national titleist, is with Jim Shear.
That was an impressive showing. I know Tom seemed a little bit hampered by his ribs out there.
Yeah, his ribs were really bothering him. I tried not to try to go for him too much, but I did what I thought was appropriate.
Stephen Neal is the heavyweight man to defeat from now on. He has come off his college championship to win the national title, driving Tom Erikson out, and he comes up with the 9-3 win. T.J. Kerr, his coach at Cal State Bakersfield, certainly proud of the big man that he has honed into a national champion. Stephen Neal, he is a man who will be in this position for years to come, but once Erikson heals, watch out for him. Some of the other champions that we did not see tonight, but were crowned here in Las Vegas. The women freestyle champions, Olivia Ocampo at 101 pounds, Stephanie Murata at 123 pounds, Lauren Wolf, Sandra Bucher, Christy Stingline at 165 pounds, a champion. For Greco-Roman, 119 pounds, Stephen Mays from the Armed Forces is your national champion. Glenn Niratka, also for the Armed Forces, a winner at 139. David Zuniga, Quincy Clark, Randy Couture at 214, and the heavyweight is Dramil Byers, also an Armed Forces wrestler. Some of the freestyles we did not see, but still national champions nonetheless. At 119 pounds, Lou Roselli, Kerry Colott at 139 pounds. Joe Williams comes up with a national championship at 168 pounds, and Dominique Black from the Armed Forces, a winner at 214 pounds. So that is going to do it tonight from Las Vegas. The 1999 U.S. National Wrestling Championships are history. For all of our guest commentators, Bruce Baumgartner, Tom Brands, and Kendall Cross, and for Jim Shear, I'm Lon McCarran. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.